Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We've got some interesting news, and the news come from Ukraine, and they are related with some long-range missiles that were delivered from the USA. This article comes from The Insider from June 23rd, 2022. Ukraine celebrates US long-range rocket systems arriving after months of asking. And I'm quoting, summer will be hot for Russian occupiers, end quote. All right, so Ukraine's defense minister thanked the US for a delivery of HIMARS, HIMARS, long-range rocket systems. Summer will be hot for Russian occupiers and the last one for some of them, he said. Ukraine lobbied the US for the HIMARS for months and promised not to fire into Russia itself. Remember? They promised. Pinky promise. Now question. When that would happen, and if it's not happen, I guarantee you that the Russians will say that happened. And what are the Americans going to do? You know what they're going to do? They're going to deny. They say, no, they didn't. So all this pinky promise means nothing because the Russians probably will claim, before they will take them out, if they could, they will claim Russian targets were hit by these long-range missiles. And if that's going to be the case, who are you going to believe? The invaders or the victims? Always trust the victim, remember? So, Ukraine Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov thanked the US for the delivery of long-range rockets, which the country urgently requested to help even the odds in its fight against Russia. HIMARS have arrived in Ukraine. Thank you to my colleagues and friend Lloyd G. Austin III for these powerful tools. No, you thank me because they are made with my tax money. You thank me. Lloyd? Yeah, he was the one, the piece of thing that you dealt with. But you thank the American people. All right, and the last one for some of them. Okay, well, that should be it. It says here that the US pledged four high-mobility artillery rocket systems, HIMARS. The White House is expected as early as Thursday to pledge another four to be delivered soon. CBS News reported. The weapons are more advanced than Ukraine's existing artillery capabilities and are able to hit targets as far as 50 miles away. The Biden administration approved the transfer in late May, conceding to what had become Ukraine's #1 request for military help. Russia reacted angrily to the move, declaring it an escalation, which would be met with a harsh response. The rocket can hit targets at a distance of 50 miles, significantly further than the reach of most existing Ukrainian artillery systems. Long-range weapons have become pivotal in Ukraine's war with Russia, which is increasingly focused on artillery duels between the two armies. Longer range means being able to hit the enemy without getting hit back. What are you talking about? Anyway, before the delivery announced Thursday, U.S. forces have been training Ukrainian troops to use the HIMARS military too, said Colin H. Call, Undersecretary of Defense for Policy at a recent Pentagon briefing. These are precision-guided systems with extended range, he said, for high-value targets that allows them to keep some of the pressure off of Ukrainian forces on the front, which we think the system will be very useful. U.S. forces had been training Ukrainian troops. All right, that's good. I'm pretty sure they will not get involved. The Ukrainians will use them. All right, no problem. Whatever is going to happen. The thing is, when they're going to use them, there are 4 of them and 4 more to come. That's 4. That's 8 rockets or missiles that the Russians will use from further away than 50 miles. Possibly, right? If they could. And they will detect those things. Nevertheless, it's good that these guys deliver them, and now they have them. And the Russians could actively test their weapons against these weapons. The thing is, as I said, as a guy, I can't remember, it was a general, a Russian general stated one time, being asked or being informed that the Americans are building aircraft carriers and this and that. And he said, well, they build that, good for them. We build missiles to sink them. So the same here, good for the delivery, good, very nice. There's 4 of them, 4 missiles. And the missiles will be, if you use Calibre, you don't have to use Onyx or something. Calibre missile, it's further than 50 miles, so you have a longer reach and you can't be reached by the HIMARS. Nevertheless, we'll see how this plays. And 50 miles is not a big deal. Just, I mean, and if it's 50 miles, it's not a big deal in this context. Yeah, they help, but I don't think with 50 miles you can hit into Russian territory. Why would you take a chance doing that? Hitting what? In Russian, in the territory of Russia, 50 miles. If it would be 500 miles, I would understand that. There would be big deal. But 50 miles, really? You have to bring it closer to a border somewhere. What border? And go 50 miles. You reach what? What do you reach? 3 peasants, 5 cows, and 2 pigs? I mean, really. But nevertheless, good. Well, I wonder how this thing will play out. And I'm pretty sure that, when they will be taken out by the Russians, the Ukrainians will be silenced and the Russians will probably say, you already destroyed them yesterday. Well, nevertheless, we'll find out. I'm very curious to see how, if they will be able to be transferred, close to the front, to the battlefield. That's the first thing. The second one, I would like to know, and I'm going to keep an eye and an ear on this kind of news, to find out if they will be taken out or not, on how much, if, the thing is, how many, you don't need only the systems, you also need the missiles. So how many will be over there, will be delivered for, I don't know, when you read that Russia lost about what, 1,500 tanks, they are mobile. And these are mobile too, but they have to be like stationary too when they shoot. And then it's just when you look at this like this, you think you have 4, and you're gonna have 8, and I'm gonna have more. But nevertheless, let's see how the things play out. I'm very curious. I'm very curious. Well, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. Look for the truth, look for articles, read them on your own. Obviously you do, and because you have to be, you have to, and you use both sides or any kind of information, verify the sources, verify and put them one against another and find out what the truth is. Anyway, stay just and be just. See you next time.